What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Now in today's video we're taking a look at a new awesome trailer revealed just today, so if you want to find out more about the loot that's coming in Beyond Light, be sure to stick around and check out the video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a rating down below, that super helps me out here on the channel. And if you're new here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. So over the last few weeks, we've been slowly getting more and more information about some of the things that we can expect when Beyond Light launches on November 10th. Today is no different, and today we get a bit of an insight on some of the weapons and armor that we'll be getting when the expansion launches. If you haven't seen the trailer already, first things first, let's check out this video.
Guardian, crush them, triple down. Relax, Guardian, you're scaring them.
Now yesterday we got a cool little teaser trailer. Bungie released a teaser trailer for today's reveal trailer, and with that we get a good look at one of the new sniper rifles underneath the ice on Europa. This will be a brand new weapon coming in Beyond Light, but also alongside that we get another glimpse at a new exotic coming again in Beyond Light. And for many of you, this weapon will be very familiar, and you'll recognize this as the old Stranger's Rifle. Now this returned within Destiny 1 and became the No Time to Explain Pulse Rifle, which is what we firmly believe this to be. Now in and around Shadowkeep, Bungie did reveal some concept art for the No Time to Explain in a full high-res render. This was questioned at the time, but now this absolutely makes sense, and this is why this is going to be a key exotic launching on November 10th. Now back in Destiny 1, the No Time to Explain Pulse Rifle returned rounds to the magazine based on precision hits, and this made it an excellent DPS weapon and made it excellent for encounters, especially like Golgoroth back in the King's Fall raid. Now whether these perks will still be available on the new version, we will have to wait and see, but I'm excited to get my hands back on this awesome weapon and really give it a try. And what we can see from the trailer is it appears that the No Time to Explain is able to fire bullets from another dimension. This can catch targets off guard and makes it a very powerful and unique weapon, as there's not been a single weapon currently in the Destiny franchise that's been able to perform like this. Now the next weapon we get to see is called Cloudstrike. This is an exotic sniper rifle. This is where precision final blows will generate lightning bolts at the target's location, and rapid precision shots will summon an entire storm at the point of impact. Once again, entirely unique and brand new for Beyond Light, and as we can see from the trailer, one that will be very powerful, especially inside the Crucible. Next up we get to see an exotic sword. This is called the Lament, and this is very reminiscent of the Fallen Guillotine, and this one is a new blade though. It's called a Mortal Blade, and it has a stalwart shield, so if you block with the weapon, this revs up the blade, which will then shed through enemy shields, and at its peak it can damage an enemy and heal the wielder as well. Again, entirely unique perks, and one that could be very powerful, especially against those champions as we saw from the trailer. And the final exotic we get to see is called Salvation's Grip. This is an exotic grenade launcher. So redemption is within our grasp with this one. So each fired projectile will create a stasis crystal that will then freeze nearby targets. And you can charge this to increase the amount of crystals created and further increase the freeze radius. Now whilst we got to see a handful of weapons, we also got a handful of exotic armor pieces too. We got to see one for the Titan called Icefall Mantle. So we get to stand tall against oncoming hordes with this reinforced armor that replaces the Titan's barricade with an overshield, absorbing damage from incoming fire. And another one for the Titan called Precious Scars. This is where we get to prove our strength even when coming back from the brink. So upon revival, the Titan gains an overshield aura that protects the wielder and nearby allies, and this one could be very powerful, especially inside Trials of Osiris. Now one for the Hunter now, this one's called the Mask of Backrest. So we don the mask to replace the Hunter's dodge ability with a longer range shift ability that also temporarily cloaks the wielder during use. Again, entirely new for Beyond Light, and one that will be very interesting to get our hands on once the DLC launches on November 10th. Next up, again for the Hunter, this one's called R3's Brace. So the Hunter's weighted knife gains a second ricochet, and rapid precision hits gain a damage bonus that can temporarily stagger enemies. And finally, but no means least, we have the Warlock. This one's called Dawn Chorus. So we get to feel the sweet burn with this one. So the Warlock's Daybreak projectiles deal extra damage and cause enemies to burn on contact. You also gain melee energy each time a burn damage a target. And the final armor piece we get to see is called Necrontic Grip. So a deadly caress compounded with this Warlock pair of gauntlets. So melee attacks corrupt enemies with increased damage over time. Defeating a corrupted combatant spreads the corruption to nearby targets and restores melee energy too. So there we have it, our first look at some of the weapons and armor coming on November 10th as part of Beyond Light. As always guys, be sure to let me know your thoughts on what you're most excited about down in the video description below. If you want to check out the reveal trailer one more time, I'm going to let this play out for you at the end, so be sure to stick around as that helps support me here on the channel. If you have enjoyed this video though, be sure to leave a rating down below, that super helps me out here on the channel. And if you are new here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, especially in the run up to Beyond Light, then you're in the right place, and be sure to hit subscribe. I'm going to jump back into the game as always guys, but I will catch you all again very soon.
Guardian, crush them. Triple down.